on my phone. Make sure stuff is working. My shit would load. Is it working? Okay, it is. Cool. I'll just turn this off. Grab something to prop my phone up so I can see when people comment. People watches. I'm very underprepared. Alright. Definitely like the most least sturdy water bottle imaginable, but okay, whatever. Like that. I guess I'll just use my controller for this. Sit like that. So I can just sit back and see. Welcome to the stream. I'm just kind of racing for money and a drive because that's what I wanted to do. Oh, it's this track. I have shoes on this time. Socks. Damn it. I am not the best. I'm gonna take my shoes off because this is not gonna work. It just, my pedals feel weird with shoes on because I'm so used to driving without shoes. On my racing rig anyways. Driving in real life without shoes feels weird. It is weird, actually. Just move those so many trips on them. There we go. That should be a lot better. There we go. Yeah, I can feel my pedals now. I'm gonna fucking restart this. VR for this. far I'm doing okay this try, because I was just not doing okay last time, considering I had shoes on. What's funny is I'm absolutely demolishing these cars. Oh, fuck. Because I'm under the recommended PP level, which is performance points, I guess. For this is 600, I'm at 597, I guess. And I should not be like, you know, doing this good. I think if I were to lower it some more, I'd have a more even race on myself. But I think as this car is, I haven't touched my tune. So I believe it's kind of just like a basic, whatever I had it at last time I drove this car, because I rarely ever drive this Supra. I rarely drive a lot of cars because I seem to float towards certain few favorites. God, I fucking hate this track. Still trying to get like good with the steering wheel, but you know, it's just one of those things, like I've never had one properly for all the racing games, so I'm like okay on controller and can do good on controller, but I seem to be doing a lot better on steering wheel for some reason. It's also the fact that I'm still getting used to it, so once I like get fully good at it, I could probably do like some real racing stuff against actual people. I gotta make first by the last, by the end of this, so I gotta move. At least one of the pole positions so I can get those points for the tournament. Damn it. I always like the way this guy's 22B looks. It's like something you'd see in Fast and the Furious, like one of the really, like, basic rides that people have out there. Plus with the white rims and stuff, it just looks like a street racer. Whereas mine looks like more like you've had more money put into it, considering. What the hell is my L3 do? Yeah, I did one race off stream to warm up. Let's go. Should probably turn my music off now that I think about it. I mean in-game, so I don't get copyright striked. It wouldn't be very fun. Oh, it's this. Damn it. Oh, I hate this track. It's just, I can drive it, but the one thing about it is like, it's these tight turns up here in a second, and if you've played, you'd know. If you haven't, you'll see in just a second. They're just tight and slow corners that are hard to get any, like, leverage on anybody with. Why? Thanks, game. I think I tapped the grass that time, though. On that side that I started I lost traction on. It's this shit right here. Watch how tight this becomes. If you've got multiple people right here, you ain't moving through this. It's just a tight, like, technical course, and requires a lot of focus to get through. And this track gets really fucking dark. And this corner here throws you for a loop because it's not straight through. Whoops. I am trying my best to clean race too. Just a tight technical track that I've never been good at. So I try to take my time through that section, and then here's where I gain all my leverage, because it's a straight, I can get all my speed here. This corner you have to be careful on sometimes, depending on how you come through it. I'm no expert, but I just know I suck. So I always keep like land markers on certain tracks in my head. Once I drive the track enough, I kind of figure out where I can push my cars, because I know how they're tuned. They all operate different, so obviously like the first flat's going to be very different from the second to the third to whatever, simply because I know where my car is, unless it's a track that I just know genuinely, like my favorite Tokyo one. But other than that, it's one of those things. It's just, I try to keep paying as much attention as possible and mark where I'm usually going to start braking and stuff at certain points of the road. Just one of those things, you know. It's like have to kind of drive it and get used to it. And honestly, I just don't like this part of it. That's because I'm like a... what's the word? I'm more of a precision driver, and I feel I don't get very much speed out of this course when I'm trying to actually win in such a certain amount of time. Yeah, obviously, if you saw my points, I have a determining lead against everybody on the tourney, but one win could change that all, you know? One AI win, depending on who it is, could change that. We could either tie, or they could outright have more points than me. Personally, I don't care about winning, but it's like I'm trying to earn money for stuff, because I'm waiting for that Super 70 Super B to come around again. And then I want to spend money on my Mustang, so maybe I can have some more, a little more power and stuff under that to make sure it's a speedy boy, so I could do tournaments and stuff without having to struggle to make headway towards the end of it. Next lap, it's going to get very dark on this track. Damn it. Damn it. I fucked up there. Got a little too close and couldn't save it because I didn't want to, like, fucking smack my way over. I'd rather do that and cut a corner, honestly, than, you know, fuck up and crash a bunch of the other people, even if they are just AI. See how dark it's getting? It's gonna get fucking... Once I hit that other straight, it's gonna be pitch black, and without the right headlights, if you just have stocks on, it is so bad. I don't know how many times I've crashed coming around that first small bend corner. It's bad. If you're not with people, especially where you can't see. So if you've got like an astounding lead on them, like if I were in my R34, just racing just to win and make money real fast, it would be absolutely ridiculously dark. And I have actually cut that whole section by accident because I hit the grass and couldn't see. See what I mean? It's as dark as it's about done getting dark. Gonna kind of cruise behind everybody and see if I can steal the win at the end there, and that was almost my bad because I stopped paying attention for a second. Damn it. And then through this little chicane section, it gets like you could speed up really fast, but it's also really tight and technical with people in front of you just slowing down. Especially here, if you hit this wrong, you can slide out and hit that corner. Because it's got a weird angle on that corner where if you hit it at the right spot, you just like straight up drop. And see what I mean? How dark it is up there in first? Oh, I don't want to spin out again. Come on. Come on. Come on, there we go. God, dude, this is so... Yeah, Monaco's got it. So I can get him in this corner. He's accelerating past me. But I brake later. Oh, he's got me. God damn it. I wanted that fucking... I didn't mean to click that. I wanted the GTR in that. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me.
You okay, babies?
You okay, buddy?
I don't think he's feeling good.
Poor pups. Probably got a cold because it's been cold. See if I can't put nothing on this thing to make it go speedy. Because it needs something. It's got to have more horsepower and stuff under it that I can smack onto it. There's got to be something. All of this. Can't do none of this. None of that. Torque supercharger. I could put a new one. High end. Torque vectoring. Fully customizable racing transmission. I need that. That'll help a lot. Ooh. No fucking wonder. Put that on there. Anything for extreme steering angle adapter. That's for drifting. Oh! That's probably why some of my cars are messed up. That alone. Anything else I can really grab for it? No, unless I want a low-end torque. Cool. Well, my Mustang is fast. I should probably take off that steering adapter. Now I know how I should build a drift car. I always thought that was just a race thing, 'cause I never read it, 'cause I'm stupid. Oh well. Let's go over. I can't put anti-lag on it, which kind of sucks, but it's not a turbo, so I mean it makes sense.
Buddy.
Sorry, people keep coming back out. I don't want all the extra background noise if there's any. We have 2 people watching, apparently. Interesting. See if I can't compete here now. I can. Can we win? Is the real question. Because this one's kind of a really tough one to win sometimes. Because everyone's just fast and they're all running Group 3 race cars and. Well, I saved up the 1.5 million, or however much it was for the Toyota Supra race car. It used to be Group 2 GT500 castor oil race car, and it's a Group 3 now, and it's not as fast. It doesn't keep up with now times race cars on here, and it's kind of lame actually, because you can't make it faster and faster when you should have more options to play with it. But I can make his Toyota Supra, the regular one, keep up just fine, which makes no sense. Probably because it's a race car and it has more restrictions, but still. Get that Aston Martin in front of me. It was nice. This supercharger did what it was supposed to, what I wanted it to anyway. We're about to really find out what she's got. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah. Right on his rear panel. There we go. Oh yeah, now we're fast. Oh, this is awesome. Alright, cool. I still have a whole other gear to go through. So maybe... Oh shit. Maybe dial back my transmission so I can get to that gear. Damn it. I gotta get used to this now. Mans for? I'm gonna go race the Le Mans track. I haven't done that yet. Most I've ever had to torque this thing. Jesus. At least all my other cars just doing nice. This is just ridiculous. This is awesome though. Ridiculous and awesome. Shit. I looked down at my phone for a second because I had it open so I could read comments, and I did not mean to hit that Porsche. Damn it. Typical Mustang, hitting the crowd. Or the other drivers. I can't see your name, but what's up? Fuck. God damn it. I'm alive. Driving terribly though, because I'm trying to get used to my Mustang now. This thing is a beast. One supercharger and it's all overly powered fast. My speed sense is back to being, used to this. I'm got an Xbox, so I used to play with just racing faster cars in general, and this feels just about that. Damn it. No, it's weird, and this one's kind of... I played with the settings a little bit to get it where I wanted, but it's not perfect yet. I'll eventually end up playing with it when I'm not streaming, so you're not sitting here watching me tune for an hour and a half. But like, all my Japanese vehicles do great. It's just American cars, they have an overly large amount of torque feel to them, in my opinion. If you're on the throttle, if any little bit, they just don't want to. Like, if I were to get in my Skyline right now, which is pretty fast, I can crank it through these corners as aggressive as I am right now, and I wouldn't be losing the traction in certain spots like I am, and it would actually keep turning with it. But it doesn't have the acceleration this thing has. It's a good motorsport game. There are other ones that do pretty good too, like I said, Forza and stuff. Forza's pretty good. It's a lot harder because it's more of like a... It tries to be more simulation and arcade at the same time, whereas this one's more simulation. But Forza's just hard to control. I'm still stuck at it, and I've been playing for a solid month or two as well. I've been playing Gran Turismo for most of my childhood as well. I started on 4, and so it's got like a lot of... typically I like to play racing games like Gran Turismo. My internet quality's dead. I've been waiting for that to happen. I used to play Need for Speed a ton too. Like, damn it, cover. Come on, come on, no. Fucking Mustang. I started on Underground 1 on PS2. Saw videos of Underground 2 and was like, holy cow, that looks awesome. Free roam. Got that, played the ever-living crap out of that. And just kept buying Need for Speed games. And then once Gran Turismo games came out that I could buy, that I've noticed I could buy, like I bought Sport first. I was pretty happy. I missed Rivals and stuff because at the time I got a PS3 in like 2014. I got a PS4 in like 2016, and I've had one since. I just got an Xbox like a month or two ago. But Rivals is okay. It kind of gets boring after a little bit, in my opinion, but that's because I'm just used to parading around in any car imaginable. And I noticed Rivals and like Hot Pursuit are meant for more like the street cars, like Porsches and stuff like that, like the hypercar-esque genre stuff. Underground, Heat, 2015 were more for like the street racing with their hypercars and stuff, but it wasn't like, you know, the main priority. And that's what I noticed about a lot of racing games nowadays. They like try to prioritize all the super heavy, like super fast cars like Bugatti and crap like that. And it's kind of sad because it's like we don't get like the cool cars like the Toyota Duper and stuff that I enjoy so much. I understand that you have to appeal to everybody, but hypercars aren't really my style. See, that's the one thing, is there's a lot of games I can never beat. Like, one I still kind of regret not ever beating was Need for Speed Most Wanted, the original one on PS2. Because it's so fun. I just wanted an M3 GTR back. That BMW was so legendary. Now I've beaten a couple, like I have beat 2015 and Heat, but Heat's easy to beat. 2015 is just, I've played a lot. Heat, it's got a really short story, which is kind of sad, but I wish I could have finished Most Wanted. If I remember correctly in my save, I made it down to the list. It was on the Wanted list, I think I was number 6 before I messed up because I got caught in my fastest car. Because I only really put money into my starter car, which is my Cobalt, because it was ridiculously fast. And then I got that impounded, and then my backup car got impounded because I messed up again because the cops were just on me. I got all my cars that I had, like the 4 cars, or I got 4 out of the 5 cars I had impounded, and I was stuck with the Porsche I had just bought. So I was racing to get money for that. And it was stock and slow as crap, so I couldn't do any of the races that I was on to make the money, because it was way... So I kind of like screwed my whole save. Yeah, oof indeed. Oh, this track, oh god. I'm excited for race 5. I might stop before that though and then continue another time because I'm gonna probably hop on Final Fantasy 14. I haven't played it, but from what I've seen, people don't like it for the general consensus that you choose a car, then it has those set races and you can only do those. From what I know, I don't know if that's true or not, but it didn't look entertaining to me. I like earning and customizing cars, not just having the car set up already. Yeah, that too. It wasn't seen as a good game at all. I'm gonna stay neutral to the list, like it could be good, it couldn't be good, but I never played it, so I'm not entirely sure, and oh shit. Jesus, this Mustang, dude. All I did was put a supercharger on it, and I think it's got the horsies of God. Too much horses in the power barn. Dial it back. The way it's progressing, I could dial this back a little bit and still do amazing. But I want all the power. This is why I hate this track. There we go. Hello to whoever's the third. I'm shifting way early on accident. Jesus fuck. I'm gonna have to sit on like Nürburgring Northern Place. I need to play. One game I've been loving lately is Microsoft Flight Simulator because I can play it on the Xbox One. I spent the money to buy an F-14 to fly around. I just like flying planes, I guess, and plus it's also really like relaxing and chill. I do have some games on PC, but I don't have like an actual PC. I used to have like a house computer when I lived with my parents. So it's like, I don't have that anymore, obviously. But I had the original Skyrim. And Gmod. Fully reset the computer and I had all these like amazing mods for Skyrim. Maybe it was like 80% from Steam, not 80%. 80% from Nexus, 20% from Steam if I could get my brain to work. But great, so the Skyrim was really slow, but when I did get it to run good, I had the best time of my life, and I feel like I'm not going to be able to find some of the mods that I had. Damn it. Okay, this track is not good for this car. I think my favorite was the car with the dragon armor, the Dynamics longsword set, and the race epic elves. That was very, very hard to find because they didn't have the original epic elves mod on Nexus like it should have been. So I don't know who I found it from, but it was like a re-upload, I think like 3 months after I started searching and kept searching for it, under an entirely different name, but in the description it told what it was. Just because it had like the anime style ears for elves that I liked. I do miss playing that Skyrim, and Gmod, because I had so much fun on Gmod. Me and my best friend played, because Gmod ran great on that PC, like... I mean, mind you, I couldn't spawn a billion things, and... the game would run okay, but when I didn't spawn anything, I could just run around and spawn minor things and play around with it. It ran great. My favorite memories were with me and my best friend, Bert, I had to play with for a while. Yeah, it was a potato PC. I could show you after this race the gear tuning. I like the game, it's great, but they don't really have a, like a proper tuning system. It's just one little peg that you could play with on transmission. It is kind of lame for the gear tuning, but everything else is it's pretty good. If you've played Gran Turismo 4, it does have a lot of homage to that. With a huge car list, I think there's like 400 and some, maybe more now, but it was 400 plus cars, might be 500 now with how many they've added. I suck at this track with the car. But, yeah, they did kind of make gear tuning useless, which sucks, because I would love to be able to play with my gears the way I want them, but I'm still happy to play. Oh yeah, I love the cars. There's so many things that I didn't get. that's what was disappointing about sport to me. Was like, I have everything I want in sport. I have like 173 cars. And there are still cars I don't even know about on this game that I can get. I can also get the, like I have the Castor Oil Supra. I have the, I don't have the GT500 Skyline, Pennzoil Skyline. I do wish I could get the funds fast enough for it next time it rolls around, but I highly doubt it because I'm not on this game all the time. I love it when it has great cars, but I also like when it has good content. They're kind of lacking on all the races. Like, the one thing Sport did well was it had races for each category. You know, like grade 3 races you could go into and do and stuff, not just pick a location and there's a set car set that you can use, and you can use any car for that race. Like, oh, American Muscle, I can use this and that. That's kind of lame. That would be very fun. I like having like car categories. That's why I try to do these championships, because that's the closest thing I've got to that. But sport was more like the e-sport base. Fuck me. Because if it was e-sport, they had less cars, but more events and stuff. And I had fun on sport, but they did have some of the glaring issues. Like its physics model, it kind of shows on here, but they fixed it a lot better. Whereas like if you're driving a street car, it just randomly loses grip at times. It was absolutely ridiculous in my opinion, because I just didn't want to drive street cars at that point. All I did was drive group 3s or higher and do my best, but like the street cars just losing grip kind of killed it for me, and I stopped playing. Because I love street cars, but when I'm turning a corner like this and immediately slide out and crash for no reason whatsoever, it just didn't make sense when I have it tuned pretty decently too. Now that I've started focusing a little bit, I'm doing a little better. Championship is just a really long championship, and driving with a steering wheel and pedals, it makes my... And then I do this. Damn it. Good thing we're on this corner. Hey, fuck you, that was close. Mr. Heisel, whatever the fuck your name is, Mihaly. I don't mind trading paint, but you're not gonna like me. Come on, come on. Come on, there we go. Got down to 2 people. Except 4 just a minute ago. It's nice to know I'm getting views at least, though. Fuck. Maybe I should do this more often and see if I can. Spare time. Download a video editor to add a stream on Xbox. I've always got friends I can play with to stream with. Yeah, because your name was blanked out, I did pause to get closer to it. I'm taking a minute to read the longer ones. Sorry about that. It's just the way my phone's sitting is in between the hole of my steering wheel, so I could see chat just fine. but your name's like gray, so it's harder to read. Oh shit. And I've had a headache all day, so my eyes kind of hurt. I am getting really excited for making more progress on Final Fantasy 14, because then I just reached Stormblood after a while's absence, because I just haven't wanted to play. And I have Shadowbringers and Endwalker before I can probably finish all the main current stuff. I join my guildmates on raids and stuff. Super hardcore stuff. Oh, I am. I love that game so much. It's got such good story. I love Square Enix, but they have been having problems with servers, or with their servers today, and last night. I was playing last night with some buddies, with the same guildmates, and the whole server wiped and crashed. Well, not wiped. I can't say that because we didn't all die, but I was doing the farming of Extreme Ifrit with one of my guildies to get the Flame Horse mount, because I wanted it. And the server crashed, took us all out. I was eating dinner at the time too, so I took time to finish my dinner, and what's the word? We all sat in queue. I started at 671. It took us like maybe 10 minutes to get in. That's because everyone who was actually playing at the time was still trying to log back in, whereas it could have very well been longer. See, that's what I understand is Final Fantasy is not people's types of games. I personally, I never thought I would, actually, till I played their free trial. And I fell in love with it because, like, I've never played a Final Fantasy. I avoided it for a long time because, like, what if I don't like it? Far on that, it was just kind of, it's World of Warcraft. A little too special. Oh damn, Jesus Christ, good music. And then I tried out Final Fantasy 14. I sat there playing as a Dragoon the first time, mostly because Monster Hunter World had influenced it, and I had the Drachen set, then I went and got Gay Bolg after I played it. But I was just like, where does Sarma come from? I decided to Google it, found out it comes from Final Fantasy, so I was like, maybe I should try it. I tried it, and I was like, holy crap, this game's great. Sucked me in for a couple months. I stopped playing because I didn't want to like run out of content on the free trial, because you can only go up to 60 in the first DLC. And at the time I didn't have the money to keep paying for the subscription, but I do now, so I can go as far as I want. And it's just a great game. I think it also helps that I have a bunch of cool guys who are really good at it really far and have been playing for a long time to teach me things that I need to know, instead of just figuring it out or, you know, messing up and not doing the best I possibly can. That's pretty much it. It's got really nice outfits and stuff. Like, my favorite glamour at the moment is my Dark Knight, which is the class I've been waiting for all of A Realm Reborn, which is the base game. You get it in Heaven's Ward. You can start it once you start Heaven's Ward. And it's a great sword-wielding class. It's so great. I took all the time to level it up before I did Heaven's Ward, so I could do the Heaven's Ward DLC as a Dark Knight. I see, that's the one thing, is people don't like the teamwork. I do, because it means my team can't sit there and be useless, but it's also kind of like I have a fear of like the people from WoW that are coming over that are still just toxic players and that don't do their jobs very well at times. Like last night we were doing a couple dungeons to level my samurai, and our healers, my buddy was playing tank for the first one, and he died like twice because our healer just wasn't doing healing, which is kind of a like very needed thing for that. And go at it, but like, wow, what am I doing? but like, we just kind of left alone, like maybe they'll figure it out, you know. Healing is kind of a stressful job at times, especially when you play a DPS like me and accidentally eat the abilities and take damage because you don't move out of the way fast enough. Because I have main tank energy. And since I was playing the DPS class, I'm not used to it again because I primarily play, I don't like the track. I'm gonna say that a lot. I primarily play Dark Knight, which is a tank class. Highest DPSing tank class, so not really like meant like, oh, I'm invulnerable, I'm invincible like Paladin is. But it's good enough. Oh, okay, so I love and hate this track. It's this straight away that I like. We just kept getting crap healers, and I'm like, I'm about to level my white mage, which is healing class, all the way up to 50, 60, just so I could pocket heal and show these people how it's done. But I'm healing. Very rare that you get holes, and it's very rare I ever have anybody die in my care. Unless I'm not paying attention, I'm DPSing and I don't catch it fast enough. I forget I have Swift Cast, which automatically casts a spell without having to go through the cast timer. But I enjoy it a lot, especially with them because we just talk a lot of shit to each other. I totally understand. In most games, I like to work alone. Primarily like shooter games. So Overwatch isn't really my thing, but I also I did enjoy Overwatch. I'm downloading it to try out version 2. But I have it on my Xbox, and I'm gonna play on my Xbox. But I'm waiting for it to download here on my PlayStation, which isn't gonna be done anytime soon because I'm playing it. But I have skins on it that I don't want to lose, so I'm going to connect it to my Battle.net and see if I can. I loved playing D.Va because I was so good at it. Because I have an excruciatingly large amount of kills on her. Because I'm a thug like that. And at the time, before they nerfed her more for no reason, and fucking damn it. She was really, really overpowered if you had pocket healing. But I understand, like, not wanting to work in a team. That's me. Most of the time I run solo, unless it's like somebody I really, really trust and like to play with. I didn't even realize I didn't even think about it. I just restarted, whatever. My best friend, Bert, who I haven't played with for a while, like a brother to me, and we understand each other how we work on the same level. Like, we used to play a lot of Ghost Recon Wildlands, and then we didn't play as much Breakpoint, sadly, because Breakpoint just didn't hit as well as Wildlands, but it's still a really good game. I played a character for each class too, actually. Although I had a couple DPS, I could play Tracer. I was decent at her. What was my main DPS? I did get pretty good once I got bored and started playing out the cowboy dude. What's his face? I forget his name. You know who I'm talking about. And then the cowboy lady. I was pretty good at her. I didn't play DPS too much. McCree, yeah. And then I can't remember the other lady. That lady's name. I was okay at Widowmaker. Who was I fantastic with? Or yeah, they started just messing everything up after Orisa, I believe. My healers, I was a harm assist as Mercy, because I loved Mercy. That's the reason I started playing the game. But then I started playing D.Va, and I was like Mech Lady. Then I became like Godly if I'd use my explosion and miss. I was also amazing at using her pistol, so I would be taking dudes out before my mech was back like a god, because I don't know what I was really good at it. And when I'd play with the Burt, he would play a healer while I played D.Va, because I could do so much damage with D.Va so fast to the enemy team. that when he'd heal me, he'd essentially make me invincible. Nobody could kill me. I'd have the highest streak. I'd be getting 20, 30 kills every match. And he'd be getting points like crazy because of me. It was great. He's just that partner I trust so much because we played so many games together. Our best and funniest moments are probably all in the Dark Souls series and games and such. Like, our favorite joke with each other was we were fighting the tree guy in the third one. And I was changing my equip, and this is like New Game +1 or 2, whatever it was. And I was changing my equipment, and he comes to attack me, and I get smacked. I get up, I'm like running away. I didn't have pants on. I didn't realize. I looked at it, and I was like, I have no pants! Oh, God! Bert starts laughing and can't breathe. I start laughing and can't breathe. We actually won that fight, too. But it was just a simple fact, I forgot to equip pants. And we started doing better after I took the time to equip pants. But we just had so many dumb jokes, like, our religion is SD is Christy, it's the Almighty God. I have a character on DS3 for that. Whatever you call the outside pair. Wow, brain. We started on Dark Souls 2. We went back to Scholar of the First Sin. Trousers, okay, that's fair. We started on Scholar of the First Sin on PS3 together. And then we were both just like, let's buy it on PS4 because it's on PS4 now. We made it up to DLC 2, which is the Frozen Illuminum Lois, whatever the place is called. Oh shit, I looked down for a second. And we got to that first boss after getting it, and we just couldn't do it because it was just so difficult by ourselves. He gave me his greatsword. Now mind you, my build was I'm a mage. I play any sort of spells I possibly can. He dual wielded the Guts greatsword from Berserk, essentially. And he power stanced it because he did so much damage. He was hilarious. His greatsword. And I equipped it, and I messed up in the same spot. I equipped it, I could two-hand wield it. I can wield it two-handed, and we beat mine that way. And then we got to his, and we could just never beat it. Well, I re-downloaded it, it set me back to before beating that boss. I don't know if I have the eye or whatever item to make the boss visible. But, I lost his greatsword, I'm kind of upset about that. That one's more of an RPG for Dark Souls. Like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy. But those are classified as MMORPGs. MMOs would just be like mainly primarily online games. So Overwatch, Call of Duty typically. Although Call of Duty has a story to it. The Division's a good example of an MMO shooter. I should get in contact with Bert, because we both have Sandstorm Insurgency. We should play that together. That'd be hilarious. Because we are so not ready for real Milton stuff. But we're good at it, damn it. Fuck it. We're good at simulator style fighting, but actual Milton, we are way outclassed in skill. See if he wants to get on Breakpoint. If I download it again. Set up for simulators on there. Be tactical. Oh, I hit the home button. Whoops. I like that joke. That's a good one. I know, I thought that was so much better. Terrorists and guns and... Man, my math lesson was never more lit. Then again, that's how American schools are typically. A little bit of dark humor. No, my school's boring as can be. But, you know, it's just... I enjoy a lot of games. Man, I'm not as good as I used to be, because in my prime, when I was, like, really amazing, I could parry any attack. You essentially couldn't touch me. It was impossible to hit me, and I would just break through your guard every time if you didn't know how. And a lot of people at the time when I was like that weren't good at parrying, or they could barely parry, because they just couldn't figure the timings out. But then they added like the perk system instead of the gear stack for your gear, and it kind of screwed everything up. But I was so good at it. I had a... Bert was on a 3-on-1. Or no, 4-on-1. The whole enemy team trying to kill him because they were losing so bad. This is back when I played PvP, mind you. I walked back onto the battlefield from capturing and healing, and the shaman was mad at me. Charged me. 2 of the other guys came back. It was him and a warden. He was playing warden as well. It was him and a warden, and as he was playing warden, he's really good at warden. I was done killing 3. Because when I played Centurion, I knew Centurion. I was so excited to get the character. You know, Roman guy, Spartan kick, amazing stuff. Short sword, awesome combo list. I had known his combos inside and out so well I could mix them up any way I wanted to, and you'd never catch it. I could do the same combo infinitely, just slight changes to it, different small timing measures, and it'd make it impossible for you to figure it out. I killed 3 people on that team. I think 1 rage quit too, because I killed them all so fast. Bert was sitting there laughing. He's just throwing hands and joining his duel, and I walked up, he sees me behind his guy, I'm just like, hey, what's up? He starts laughing, he's like, are they all dead already? I go, yes. I was just so good at it. And he said, out of all his, like, way higher than us rep friends, I'm the best Imperium man out of everybody. Because my stuff is just that on par with higher level players, because I took time to watch, like, I didn't watch like tips and tricks, but I watched how other guys played him. Like, I think his name was Jackal Wolfenhart, who did the overly aggressive German Centurion. And, I kind of figured out, like, hey, these are what these animations are look like, this is what these moves... So I'd sit there and, like, duel every day, learning a new technique for, like, him. And I figured out all his combos pretty fast, like his guard break, pommel smack, which takes stamina out, that I rarely ever use, but when I did, it was hilarious. Or his heavy charge up knockdown combo with the running jump stab finisher. It was just a fantastic thing, and I was not a nice Centurion. That's what I loved about For Honor. I was so good at it. And then they started like nerfing all the Knights faction heroes, and kind of just screwed up my whole faction because I only played Knights at that time. Like, yeah, now I've branched out a little bit, like on Xbox now. Since I had to restart, I bought like the complete edition, so I have all the heroes for up to the point that Marchfire was released. I played Valkyrie again. She's a Viking, great character, amazing fun. If I wanted to go on PlayStation here and rep her up, I totally would, I could do it. But my highest rep was a rep, I think my Warden was rep 13, because I was just awesome Templar look, amazing looking sword. And I had my dark setup for Templar, which has a demonic themed sword, which is really awesome. But all my knights, at least every night, up. My Centurion was like 6, Warmonger was 4. Law Daddy, which is Lawbringer, was I think he was 2 or 3. I don't remember. I just started doing him. Centurion 6, Warden's 13. I didn't have Gladiator, so I didn't rep him up. I didn't have certain. Peacekeeper was repped. Who? I think that's about it. I had Conqueror 1, yeah. Well, I had everyone that I had at the time in Knights repped up. I had Nobuchi at like 3. My Shinobi was 3, I remember that, but they changed him so much that there was no point in playing the character class or the character anymore, because it's like they don't have all the combos that I used to know and stuff that I could do. They kind of messed up my boy. I think my Orochi was close to 1, but once they nerfed him and changed him to be just a crap character in general, I stopped playing him because there's no point in playing that character. And then I think that was it. I don't think I repped anybody else. I was like rep 30 something. But now I'm like rep 13 or no, not rep 13. I'm like rep 7, I think, on Xbox. But it's like whatever. I can have 2 separate accounts. I don't play PvP, so I don't get like that massive EXP boost. Because everyone in PvP plays like the super cheesy classes that make the game not fun. And damn it, it's this corner. They just, once the game's made not fun by certain players not playing it like you'd want, or just being super cheesy and making the game just not fun, there's no point. I'm gonna play the game the way I like to have fun, and if I have to play against NPCs, that's totally fine with me. I don't mind being a god. One of those things. Jesus, where's the grip on? I'm gonna stop after this race because my leg's really starting to hurt. Come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Cross-dresser and a femboy. I mean, they fit right in with the community. There are so many different groups with people on there. It's kind of hilarious to see, actually, like all the role players and stuff. The people who are like me, who never talk to anybody, but with the occasional like message of like, oh hey, you look awesome, because I see like a really awesome outfit on a person. I think that's hilarious because they fit right in some way. Mostly the roleplay community. Yay, 2 more and I win this. Alright, I'm gonna stop here because like I said, my leg's starting to really hurt, killing me. If you enjoy, subscribe. I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna try to stream more, obviously. Might as well. Oh yeah, go into tuning. I will do that. Let me pull to the next race. I don't know because I play a female character. I play Alice Azrael, the god of all metal and anger. Essentially, because that's just my character. I think you can, because I think I've seen a couple outfits that are like that, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, give me a second. I'll go right into tuning for you. Show you how it looks and how the setup is. I'll show you the main thing you were asking about too. I mean, if I talked to more people, I could become the god of all MILF if I wanted. I thought about it. Then again, my character's only like, what, 25 maybe? Depending on how she looks and what hairstyle I'm using. Car settings. It's gonna bring you up to this menu, like you change your tires, basic stuff. Settings sheet. Got all this. And then transmission is this. Okay, actually, I'm wrong. I was wrong. You can tune each gear individually, but brain. I've tried it. I haven't figured it out. You can probably do something really good with it. Why is that so high? Whatever. But you can play with tuning. I forget that. I honestly forget that button's there, so that's my bad. I just use this. This is the one I use to mess with my gear settings. Got all your parts, so if I wanted to, I could take off my supercharger and bring my car back to whatever settings I was at. You can actually change parts, like this is steering angle for drifting. I would take the time. I like to tune my suspension stuff, because over here, if you look over at my stability settings, I have neutral 0.38 at low speed, so that's where it handles really good at low speeds. And then high speed, it's 1 under. It can, depending on where you set your gears. Like if I pull it back, it'll probably pull it. No, it won't. Not there. Pull it forward. You gotta find a sweet spot for certain things. That mostly affects like top speed. 0 to 60. I think that just has to do with like what parts you have. Like if I were to pop this off, it's gonna affect that a lot because this is where most of my power comes from. See. I'm looking at my 60 to 92 or 93 miles an hour, but it does affect a lot. Typically, when you have all your performance parts, your car is pretty decently fast, and depending on what it is, you just have to tune it. From what I've noticed, if you tune it right, you can really pull out a lot more than you think you can. I need to check something, too. It's just... There's a lot of things that have to go with it that I don't know what to do with them. I really need to change my background picture, now that I think about it. Newsfeed. Yeah, I thought these were great. Oops. Some of it is, some of it's not. Like the gearing, yeah, that's pretty useless at times. Because it doesn't do much. Other than like the one main piece that I use that I told you, whereas like the other stuff, it does, like the suspension does do a big difference, because if I don't tune my suspension, my car is just absolute trash, and it does not handle, it doesn't do what it needs to do. It's one of those things. I'd play with it if you're really interested in it. I do suggest buying Gran Turismo 7. It's good. It's entertaining. But, you know. Yeah, to some extent. People didn't like it because sport was better. But that's more the esport one, whereas this is more like the enjoy yourself, you know. So, I do highly suggest Gran Turismo 7. That's not fair, sir. I'm unarmed. Put that Nerf gun down. So, alright. I'm gonna log out. Thank you for watching. Have y'all a good day. Bye!